All right, welcome to round 4 with eggs in a modern Magic the Gathering online league. We did win the die roll for once. We will see what we would like to do. This hand is fine. We have an open the vaults in our hand, we have an egg, and we have a reshape to fetch with. So yeah, we're gonna keep. Our opponent chose to mulligan. Alright, we will go ahead and lead off with the Darksteel Citadel for Thoughtcast purposes, and we'll play the Terrarium. It's also one thing to note is this deck online is surprisingly cheap for a modern deck. It cost me a grand total of 55 tickets. Oh wow, this could get really nasty for him. This total of 55 tickets to build online from top to bottom, which for most of you know, modern that is just insane. So I think we're going to go ahead and play out the Ichor Wellspring to draw a card, because if we can draw our third land card, then we get to kill him in a couple of turns. So the middle deck could actually impend their own doom. We are going to have to be careful with this reshape, though, because, I mean, we're only going to get to search one time. If we search multiple times, Archive Traps might kill us, but we're going to have to do it next turn for that reason. We don't want him to get all of our Lotus Blooms. So he can make us mill 6 more. As long as he doesn't hit both of our Lotus Blooms, this reshape's real good. If he hits both the Lotus Blooms, we're kind of in trouble. Okay, and okay, good. He just milled us through a bunch of lands and stuff. Chase's Phantasm is a 5/5. That's irrelevant at this point. We are going to fetch this Lotus Bloom. Okay, double blue. Okay, Terrarium draws us a card. We are going to need a last land, though, to do this. So hopefully, how many lands do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands, 6, 7. We have 9 lands left in the deck. We have plenty of draw outlets, though. Our hand's full. Our hand is like just absolutely full of eggs. So I mean, one land, any land whatsoever, will help us to go off. Okay, that's not a land. That's another egg. Lotus Bloom. So we have 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 lands left. Yeah, 9 lands left. We just need one of them, and then we got it. Did he not have? I guess he didn't have an Archive Trap in his hand. That's really good for us. Okay. Two lands down. 3 lands down. It's not good. Mesmeric Orb, sure. Unfortunate. There was a land on top, and oh, good, perfect. We win. always feels good to say that, but it doesn't change the fact that we do. Okay, so one. He's already F6'd it, so let's open some vaults. All right. Draw a card. Draw a card. And we drew the Faith's Reward, which is really good as well. So we're going to go ahead and float. 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 Use 2 to play Grinding Station. The Mesmeric Orb is actually kind of annoying because every time we do untap the Grinding Station, we do mill. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and search for the Pyrite Spellbomb. Yeah, we're going to have to Spellbomb this one. But, I mean, it's fine. We should have a pretty good loop. You know, we don't want to do Grinding Station. We'll go ahead and sacrifice it just to get it off the field. Yes. We will add a red. We will add a blue. We'll go ahead and play another egg. We'll tap it to add a blue. Okay. Guess we will go ahead and reshape right now. Okay, sacrifice an artifact. We'll sack a Wellspring. Okay. So Pyrite Spellbomb, boom. If we can get the Codex Shredder too, that would be ideal, because then we wouldn't even have to worry about just drawing a billion cards every turn. We could just kill them. Deal 2 to you. Okay. Sacrifice the Darksteel Citadel. Sacrifice the Citadel. Sacrifice the Citadel. Play a Sphere. Add it for a blue. Thought cast it. Thought cast it. Guess undo. We really need that Codex Shredder. Hopefully it is not the very last card in our deck. That would really just be unfortunate. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to cast this Codex Shredder. And sack a whole bunch of cards. We'll return, where are you? Spellbomb back. Turn Spellbomb back. Recast said Spellbomb. Play this. Hit this for a red. Draw a card. Deal 2. Sacrifice this. Fate's Reward. Get everything back. Always yield. And see, like, our opponent would already be dead by now, but Mesmeric Orb is just really just a pounding right now. And see, I don't even know if... So we're just going to... So we need 6 more triggers out of the orb. So, okay. The 6 red mana will represent the things we need. We'll go ahead and see how far we can get without having to draw another card. And we'll keep our white up for our Faith's Reward. Okay, so... Shoot you. Sacrifice a Shredder, recur this. Shoot you. Faith's Reward. Again, my opponent's probably just like trying to drain me out of time because, I mean, he knows that this is over. He's just being difficult. So we have 4 more triggers to till Annihilation with the Spell Bomb. Boom. And we'll go ahead and do 2 of them right now. Boom. Just sacrificing and making a bunch of mana. Okay, so we got plenty of mana for its reward. Yes. And the reason we're not sacking everything again is because we are at 9 cards left in our deck, so we really don't want to draw any more cards and mill ourselves. But like I said, a couple more triggers and this thing is over anyway, so it doesn't matter. Our opponent succeeded in, you know, being a prick and making us waste some time. In real life, like I said, you play against a pro, they will scoop it up to you whenever they see this. But it also goes to show what I said earlier, do not play this deck unless you're like extremely confident in the interactions. Otherwise, you will time yourself out every single round and you will just go nuts. And shoot you to the dome. All right, game 2, here we come. Okay, so sideboarding. What do we care about Mill? I think we're going to take out the Grinding Station, though, because Mesmeric Orb is a pain in the butt. So Grinding Station comes out, Banfire comes in. Disenchants actually come in. What else do we care about? Do we care about Spell Pierce? I don't actually know, because if they're going to mill us, they're going to mill us. Silences could be relevant. Let's see, we're going to take out. I'm just going to sideboard like we normally do again. Got to take one more out. Codex Shredder, Pyrite Spellbomb. He's seen the Pyrite Spellbomb, so I think no, we need to have both, just in case. I guess we could take out Path to Exiles. We don't actually care about his creatures at all. That makes it a whole lot easier. We'll bring in a couple Spell Pierces, I guess. Okay. One land with 2 eggs. I don't think we can keep this. This hands are a little too linear. If we would have had like a Lotus Bloom, I would have snap kept it, but I think we got to ship this one. So is that almost the exact same hand? It is the exact same hand. Oh, whatever. We mulligan to 6. We're not going to go on to 5. Banfire, you can go on the bottom, I think. Yeah, sadly. Okay, well, we need lands. Otherwise, we're not going to go very far in this game. And he goes turn 1 crab, turn 2 crab, turn 2 fetch land, both games. Well, there's 2 of our lands, 3 of our lands. Oh boy. Unless we're going to hold up Spell Pierce mana. He's probably going to get us this game just because we stumbled on lands. This is not good. And there's 2 Lotus Blooms down. Oh, I guess when you get 2 early Hedron crabs, then it's kind of... If he hits 3rd Lotus Bloom, we're going to go ahead and scoop because there's no way we can catch back up. Yeah, it's game. All right. Well, I mean, we do need 2 lands. We can't just sit there and do nothing. That was brutal. All right, so I think we're going to take out silences again since we're on the play. Bring back the Reshape. Bring back Thoughtcast. Let's see if we can get a 2-land hand for once. Okay, this is fine. We'll keep this. Oh, we also have Spell Pierce turn 1 if we need it. I don't know if we actually will, but we'll hold it up just in case. We are going to need to draw into some eggs or something. But if he goes turn 1 crab, turn 2 crab, fetch land, I mean, I'm okay with that. Okay. We'll go ahead and play the Codex Shredder, holding up Spell Pierce, because just in case if he goes Glimpse the Unthinkable, we will be countering that. As Mircorp, we will be countering you. Alright, we just need... Honestly, we just need a combo. We just need to open the vaults or a face reward, and I think we got the game. Reshape is fine. That we can get our Lotus Bloom. 1, 2. We are 1 off from being able to Thoughtcast. Okay, he's bleeding. He's visionings of Beyonding to try to draw stuff. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what he's got in his hand, but it's not mill spells. Another reshape. We don't really need a second reshape, but we do need a double blue source. We will Thoughtcast. It's fine. Just as long as as long as we keep drawing eggs and keep the draw engine going, that's fine too, because we will eventually get enough mana to draw into Faith's Reward and open the vaults and just go nuts. There's Glimpse. He hit 2 Faith's Rewards and a whole bunch of lands. So I'm glad he got that land pocket out of the way. Man, that's just a ton of lands that we did not want to be drawing. There's a Faith's Reward. Okay. So I think we could probably go off this turn. So we don't have any eggs to make mana, though. That's an issue. So we're going to float a blue, Ghost Quarter ourselves. Yeah, Ghost Quarter ourselves. Yes. Get you. Use this to reshape for 0. Sacrificing our egg. Drawing a card. I guess you could have like triple Archive Trap. I wouldn't even be mad at that. I'd just be super tickled impressed if you had that. Okay, so play that so we can start kind of drawing ourselves out of this. We really, really want to get and open the vaults. So I wonder if we can go for the reshape again. Okay, there's a disenchant. We don't really need that. So if we go blue, blue, blue again, use 2 of it. I think, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go this, this, this. X is currently 0. Okay. Sacrificing Ichor Wellsprings. And we've already got the Codex Shredder in place, so he can't really deny us that. And we have Clark Clan Ironworks. Okay, we drew Banefire, so he can't make us mill Banefire. He doesn't even know we have Banefire. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. So thought casts for 1. Draw 2. Awesome. So there we go. Now we should just win on the spot. Faith's Reward. And pay 1 more. We'll act like we have Spell Pierce up. Unless he's got a counterspell. If he has a counterspell, that's actually very, very bad. Okay. Hopefully we can draw into our second Spell Pierce, though. Okay, so what do we do here? We've got 9 minutes. So what do we do? Fetch for triple white and 4. Play Clark Kent Ironworks. Fetch 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna draw a couple. We're just trying to get up into Banefire range. So we're just going to just keep cycling and just keep cycling and keep cycling. Okay, so draw a card. And at this rate, we've got so few cards left in our deck. I mean, we should just draw an egg like every other card. And if we do that every other card, then we get there. So we'll go ahead and no, actually we're not gonna we need to cycle this for red mana. Just to be certain. Okay, so we're gonna trigger a card draw. Okay. Sack. Play the Chromatic Sphere. Play the Pyrite Spellbomb. And if our opponent is like hiding like just a last minute counterspell, it's not going to help him. So we can hit him for 11, 13, 16, 18. As it sits right now, we might have to pop off 1 more Open the Vaults, but yeah, we'll do 1 more Open the Vaults just to see where we land on it. And if he counters this, we have the second one. I mean, it'd be a little annoying, but we do have a backup. Extirpate. Okay, so he's choosing Pirate Spellbomb. That's fine. Again, he doesn't know what we're actually trying to do. He doesn't know about the Banefire in our hand. So, I mean, that's fine. Now, he sees we have the Banefire, though. So, I mean, I don't know what he could rip out of our hand at instant speed. It has to be in the graveyard for this kind of stuff to work. Okay, so bring them all back. Whenever our opponent decides to let us, I guess. And we don't even have another Open the Vaults in the graveyard. So if he is holding a second Extirpate, he can't even get rid of the Open the Vaults. But if he is holding a second Extirpate, he is probably thinking like, well, what artifact can I get rid of to save me? And the answer is nothing, because we have enough artifacts. Even if he gets rid of the Ichor Wellsprings, we'll get back all of our eggs and then just sack them and Banefire him for lethal. Like he has to, his last 2 cards have to be Archive Trap, I think. Or what is he got here? Surgical Extraction, Lotus Bloom. That doesn't save him either. Okay, so he takes our Lotus Blooms. We get back all of our eggs. We're going for the Banefire Plant anyway. Like, we've got the win con in our hand. I think he's just trying to stall out 7 minutes worth of time, but, I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. We already got him. Okay, so let's just go back to sacking mana. I'm not going to sacrifice another Wellspring just in case he does have Archive Trap. I don't want him to just blow us out that way. We had 12, 16, 19. Same thing. We'll go ahead and do it for all but 6. And we'll Banefire you for 24. Well, where's the option for OK? Okay. And this should be it. GG. All right, that was round 4 in the books. So we are currently 3-1. Hopefully we can finish 4-1.